Welcome back to our Super Prime Time Sunday debate. I promised to go to Jayanti Natarajan because we've got 10 more minutes with her on this part of the debate. Jayanti Natarajan, you know, I know these numbers are harsh, but they tell a story. Congress gets 44. All these parties of the secular front, if I take Jayalalitha out, would have 17. So, ideally in today's parliament, Congress plus secular front, 44 plus 17 is 61 seats, right? Now, Meghnad Desai says that in such a situation, the Congress must reconcile itself to the fact that it is going to face extinction. Now, that's again, I kept adding a caveat, like you like to do as a lawyer. These are Meghnad Desai's words, not mine. Meghnad Desai would like to say them to you, and then I want your response on them. Meghnad Desai.
Before the election, the argument was exit polls are wrong, they were wrong before, but they will be right again. Now the argument is we were down in 1984, BJP was down, came back, we will come back.
Yeah.
It is quite likely that with 44 seats and only Assam and Kerala left in the Congress bag, Congress
and both
Congress could seriously disappear as a party.
Congress could disappear as a party.
This happened to the Liberal Party in England after winning 2 landslide elections in 1905. It never got re-elected in the 20th century. And even now, it's just a fractional party. So Congress has to really find itself a positive, non-dynastic philosophy to be able to survive. If it doesn't, goodbye.
If it doesn't, goodbye, Jayanti Natarajan.
A lot of my friends are in the Congress party, so it grieves me to say this.
Grieves him to say this, but the party faces extinction, says Meghnad Desai. Jayanti Natarajan.
Actually, Arnab, most of what Lord Desai said I could not hear very well, which is probably a good thing for my remaining calm in the debate. But I think his dislike for the party overcomes the logic of his argument. Merely because we've got 44 seats in this election doesn't mean you can write the party off. The fact remains we've got an absolutely all-time low percentage of votes, particularly in my state, including and particularly in my state. But that doesn't mean we should pack our bags and leave. That's not the Congress DNA. And no matter what people like Lord Desai and others, even the BJP doesn't wish that. I don't think. I think the country needs a strong opposition. We will provide a strong opposition. And let me give me the time. I've remained silent throughout most of the debate. Please give me the time. And let me tell you, Arnab, categorically, I'm sick and tired, and please permit me to use these personal words, of these pious denunciations of dynasty that other panelists have made, particularly what Lord Desai said just now. Let me complete, please let me complete. We have lost, and therefore everybody wants to talk down to us and be sanctimonious. Let me tell you something about any political party's DNA. Nobody remains a leader unless the people of that party wants to keep them there. And we want
What about the people of the country? Don't they matter, Mr. Natarajan?
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
What about the party's accountability to the people of the country?
No, Arnab, wait a minute. Let me complete what I'm saying. We do have an accountability to the people of the country. We do have an accountability to ourselves. We are not here to get defeated. We are here to get elected. And it's not a charitable organization. Parties will only retain people who are winners. And it is the choice
Rahul Gandhi a winner? Is Rahul Gandhi a winner? Is Rahul Gandhi a winner?
Arnab, clearly, obviously, in this election, he has not won. That doesn't mean you write a person off forever. You cannot.
Then how does it work with your own self-professed philosophy? That you only retain winners.
I think it's being reverse snobbery. All the time people point out to this one issue of dynasty, to this one issue of Rahul Gandhi, a host of other issues that the party has faced, a host of other issues that we need to confront. I think it's utterly unfair.
Your defense of dynasty may not go down well. Your defense of dynasty may not go down well nationally. Seshadri Chari and Rudy Narendra. Both want to respond to you now, I can see.
Yes, no, we did not. No, let me tell you one more thing. If it's not a question of defense of dynasty, tell me how many people in the BJP, isn't the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, isn't her son a member of parliament? How many people in the BJP have relatives who've been elected?
Listen.
Please let's not
Dynasty, let me tell you, Jayanti Natarajan, you have brought a very good point. I am not talking about dynasty. It was Mr. Lord Desai who brought it up, and he can back it up
I never
very well.
No, Mr.
The issue
Chari,
is not that.
you've always raised very
that.
logical issues. You've always raised very logical issues, and I will answer you directly. I was merely answering Lord Desai because it's a very sanctuary. I'm sorry to sound like this. We are accountable
I'm only
to the
telling
people of India.
I'm only saying two things. I'm only saying two
We are
things.
accountable to ourselves.
No, you are also accountable to the people.
No,
you are not accountable only to yourself. When you fight an election, you don't fight an election among congressmen alone. 1 second.
Arnab, if we took the gratuitous advice of those who hate the Congress and who are absolutely nasty about the Congress at every level, we would be shooting ourselves in the head.
So we are now,
we have no intention of hitting you. I mean, it's not my issue. I'm only trying to say that the Congress party should at least once the Congress party should think, since 1984, why nobody from the Nehru-Gandhi Parivar has ever been able to come up, and two of the best prime ministers, I'm not making a political statement, but two good prime ministers, Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao and Mr. Manmohan Singh, who continued for 10 years, were not from the dynasty. When we say this, we are not saying it. It is the people of this country who are saying this. And I think Congress party should take a serious call on this issue.
I agree with you.
What you do with the dynasty within your party is your headache. It is not my headache.
He says, what about Lal Bahadur Shastri when he was also not from the dynasty? Responses. Meghna Desai wants to respond.
I want to guess.
Meghna Desai first. Meghna Desai.
The Congress party
I want to
changed.
make an important point, Arnab, and my point is
can I say something?
that Mrs. Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi have always stepped away from power. They've never asked for power. They're in the past.
Please, don't give this.
I can't take this argument. Don't bring in this argument. They were part and parcel of the political system.
Meghna Desai, 1 more minute, Mr.
In 1969, the old Congress died and a new personal Indira Gandhi Congress was born. Congress has been dynastic since then. And although there are non-dynastic prime ministers, it's purely because the dynastic heir had not grown up.
It was even called Congress I.
No,
of course,
I want to make
and so Congress has become a dynastic party. I want Congress to survive. I have a lot of friends in the Congress. So I'm saying Congress has to find a non-dynastic logic.
She's saying something to you.
Lord Desai may be obsessed with the death of the Congress, but we are not going to oblige him anytime soon. We still exist all over the country in some form or the other. And honestly,
I really like the defense of Rahul Gandhi by the Congress party.
Why?
And we'll be happy if he continues in whatever role he is continuing in the Congress party. I think Congress has to choose who its leader is, and Rahul Gandhi has proved to be a non-leader as far as we are concerned.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, I think the Congress has revived in the past only when the government of the day either was not strong or did not have a leader like Mr. Modi. Let me make it clear, Mr. Modi does not make political mistakes. And that's a scare. That's a scare. Come on, 12 years.
This is that he never makes mistakes.
He will tire the Congress out. He will tire the Congress out.
But that we have to wait and see. But is Mr. Modi a human being or something else?
He has not.
Some sort of God.
I
mean, you talk about personality
look at his performance.
You used to mock the Congress for personality cults.
I'll put it the other way.
You're heading that
look
way
at his
record.
Gentlemen, I have some breaking news. I have to let Jayanti Natarajan go. Gaurav Bhatia, stay on. Gaurav Bhatia, I'm coming back to you in a minute, and Salman Soz. This debate continues. Gaurav, okay, Gaurav. Gaurav wants to come in. Yes, Gaurav. Yes, Gaurav Bhatia.
Arnab, I would only request you to give it a thought. When the SP does not come on your program, you say we are in our shell and we are trying to run away. I don't think this debate has been conducted in a fair manner. You should try to give some time to other participants also. We've been waiting patiently to make our point. I heard Mr. Chari say a few things about communal and secular politics. I would like to just correct him on 2 points. First of all, when the BJP was contesting, especially in the state of UP, I can surely say that the agenda of the BJP was not only development, it was very communal. There were communal statements made by their leaders, and so they at least can't say that the agenda for the elections was development. Second, he said that the word secularism is not defined in the constitution. Let me as a lawyer also reiterate, when something is not specified, the judgments of the Supreme Court give clarity to that word. And in Kaushlendra Bharti, which has been a 13-judge bench verdict, it has been clearly said that secularism is the basic structure of the constitution. Now, Mr. Narasimhan Rao III said that if BJP has gone out of power only when there hasn't been strong leaders. Now, was Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee not a strong leader that they went out of power in 2004? Or did he make too many mistakes? So I think he needs to also
to other leaders and you know about it.
And give the right perspective.
I was referring to the other parties and you very well know.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, since you mentioned.
Now,
Gaurav is responding. Mr. Chari is responding to you.
Listen to me.
No, he's responding to you, so you should listen to him. One second.
Minute, Gaurav. Yeah. You have very rightly pointed out two things.
Yeah.
One is, if the Supreme Court has said something on secularism, they have also said on Hindutva as being the way of life and not a religion. So let us not get into all these semantics.
They have not said that that is the basic structure of the constitution.
And socialism were introduced in 1975 into the preamble of the constitution. Today we are secular by behavior and we are not socialist in even our economic terminology.
Gentlemen,
it was the Congress party, Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao and his finance minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh at that time, who dismantled the secular the socialist fabric of the economy of this country. Anyway, less said the better about that. But Mr. as far as 2004 election is concerned, I appreciate your appreciation for Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, but you, along with the Congress, have ridiculed us for the last 10 years on the issue of, not on the issue of BJP losing because of communal secular divide, but the BJP losing because of India shining. We took up that issue of development, economic development, justice for all. Again in 2014, what we left in 2004, we took up in 2014, and people have given us a resounding
power when
success.
The BJP leadership is.
I just want to, gentlemen, I want to come into this debate because I have some breaking news. The DMK has issued a statement on the attack on the Times Now reporter and camera person earlier today, and it regrets the attack on the media. I'm going to read this out. It says, we regret, and those pictures will be behind you as well. We regret the attacks on our journalist friends. First of all, we are not their friends. That took place when they were covering the news regarding Stalin's resignation. I would call it Stalin's resignation drama. The DMK cadre entered into an argument with some reporters. Well, if the DMK and Mr. Stalin is under the belief that thrashing people up, kicking reporters and journalists on the job is called an argument, then I think they're a very physically violent party. The DMK cadre entered into an argument with some reporters thinking that the reportage on the issue was incorrect. Well, in their view was completely incorrect. Some bad elements appear to have taken advantage of this. Mr. Stalin, these are members of your party, not just bad elements, and attacked our media friends. Again, we are not your friends. In any case, we condemn and regret the attack on our journalist friend. Mr. Stalin, let me say one thing to you. This statement of yours, this statement which has been given out by Mr. Elangovan is a sad statement. It is an incomplete statement. It is an expression of regret. Mr. Stalin, if you have any conscience left today, come out and apologize. We will throw this kind of a regret straight into the waste paper basket of our news desk. If you have the courage, come out and apologize. Don't do this drama and then follow up the drama with an expression of regret. A statement like this is worse than no statement at all. Mr. Stalin, you did the drama. Your people thrashed up my camera person, and you ought to come and apologize, not give a half-hearted comment of this kind. Anyway, we are moving on into the debate.